Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. Merry Christmas to everyone that is celebrating, not just in the UK but around the world, wherever you are. I hope you are having fun with your family and your loved ones today. Make the most out of it. I hope all of you are enjoying yourselves. Now, Arsenal versus Chelsea Boxing Day special, which is why the preview to this game is dropping today on Christmas Day. So all of you have a little Christmas present from me. Let's get into the nitty gritty. Before I do though, I want to ask you guys, if you are new, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. I will be doing a watch along tomorrow for the Arsenal versus Chelsea game. Before that, I will be uploading a second preview with a special guest. I am going to keep that one sealed. It's an Arsenal man. I'm just going to leave it at that. And tomorrow around maybe 1 PM or so, I will be going live with this person. And that will be a second preview before we kick off at 5:30 PM GMT UK time against Arsenal. So yeah, during the game I will be doing a watch along, and then straight after that I will give you my match review. So keep your eyes peeled and hit that notification bell. If not, you won't know that I've uploaded. Now, let's get into it. Arsenal versus Chelsea. This is the big one. But this is completely different to the last times we faced Arsenal. Why? Because they are a mess. Yeah? Arsenal Football Club right now are a complete mess. And when you look at this on paper, and you look at what really should be going down, let's be honest, as Chelsea supporters, all of us right now are thinking we are going to go to the Emirates and absolutely destroy them, yeah? That is what we're thinking. However, I want to reassure the Arsenal fans watching. I want to let you know of exactly what a Chelsea perspective is going into this game. What are Chelsea fans really thinking deep in the heart that they don't want to say? Some of them I have seen say it, but most are keeping it under wraps. We are worried. Chelsea fans right now, we are worried. We are worried that we will go to the Emirates and somehow something goes wrong and we look like complete idiots. Because when you look at this in terms of the situation and its reality, Arsenal right now couldn't get a point from anywhere. Let's be real, yeah? They could beg for points and still not get any. They haven't won a game since November 1st. It's December 25th. It's nearly 2 months since Arsenal won a domestic game. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable. But somehow we Chelsea fans know that when Arsenal play against us, I don't know, it's like they find something. It's like they're reborn and all of a sudden they put in a performance. I don't know why. Back in the day, we spent about 10 years where that was never the case. Every time we played Arsenal, we knew we'd win, and we always did. But for the last few years, it has been a little bit of a 50-50 balance, and it has been a situation where Arsenal have gotten more results than we would have liked, you know? And going into this game, Arsenal, as I've said, are a complete mess, but we Chelsea fans are cautious. We are going into this game confident but worried at the same time. Confident because we know the ability we have, and we know on our day we're going to go to the Emirates and win. It's 100% in our heads we are going to get that result. But, especially when you look off the back of the Everton and Wolves games that we bottled, and then you look at the West Ham game, which we won 3-0, but that wasn't really a 3-0 game, let's be honest. But the one positive with that is, despite playing a little bit dodgy, we won comfortably. So that's a positive. But going into this Arsenal game, we are cautious. We are worried. We are worried that somehow it's going to go wrong and Arsenal are going to win 1-0. And that would be embarrassing. I'm not going to lie. That would be embarrassing. Here's my truth on the situation, yeah, and how Chelsea should approach this game. We should be going to the Emirates tomorrow with zero respect. Zero respect. Do not give any respect to Arsenal. Kick them while they're down. It's as simple as that. And I don't mean that literally. I know it's tough for Arsenal at the moment, and Arsenal fans are in suffering, that's for sure. But Chelsea need to go to the Emirates today with no compassion whatsoever. With no sympathy. Nothing. They're down. Finish them. Finish them off. And the way to do that, you have to press really high. Do not give any room. Try and get an early goal. Send Arsenal into a panic. We've been 15th. We know what it was like. The truth of the matter, and I said this 2 videos ago, when we were 15th, we'd make one mistake and the whole team would crumble. One mistake and the entire team would collapse. The whole game we knew we'd lose. Yeah? So we need to remember that. And we need to go to the Emirates tomorrow and look at Arsenal in the face and push them to make a mistake. Push them to panic. Because trust me, if we get an early goal, Arsenal will be finished. That's the truth. That's just the way that I think it is. Confidence is really low. It's in our advantage to not give them any room, not give them any room to breathe, let alone just any room. You know, if we take that intensity and press them high and cause them a panic, they will crumble and we will win. But if we allow them space and we don't play the way that we should and we rely on one way only like we have done a few games, you know, that's where you never know that the individual talent that Arsenal do possess is going to come back to bite us. And if there's one game that Arsenal do need a kick up the backside, it would be a London derby at home against Chelsea. 100%. So they will come out ready. I think Arsenal will come out in this game hungry and ready to prove something. But the moment that they make one mistake, that will be the time that the game would switch and hopefully they collapse mentally because they are in that situation at the moment. Now, in terms of the starting 11, what 11 do I think Frank Lampard should go with and how should he approach this game? Let's get into the starting 11. We've got injury concerns, yeah? Ben Chilwell is out. We know this. Reece James is out. We know this. Hakim Ziyech is out. We know this. It's not looking good. In terms of our injury list at the moment, it's not looking good and the timing couldn't have been worse because we've got Arsenal and hopefully we're going to have Ziyech back for Man City, but Chilwell and Reece James, it's a bit of a stretch. So we're going to have to manage this very accordingly. Also, Hudson-Odoi will be available, but I'm not sure he's going to start this one. So bearing that in mind, I would go with this. Edouard Mendy in goal. Because right now he's our best goalkeeper. That's, you know, no concerns there whatsoever. Azpilicueta needs to start right back because he's our only option. I would go over back four, a 4-3-3. Azpilicueta at right back. Left back needs to be Emerson because Marcos Alonso is not getting the sniff into this team anymore. I think we've gathered that. He will be leaving, I think, in January. We'll see what happens. But in January, I think Marcos Alonso will be leaving the club. Our two centre-backs has to be Zuma and Silva. They're both fine. None of them are injured. They need to stay as our centre-back partnership, and I hope Thiago Silva's experience is going to come in handy. Now, just a little question about Emerson that I want to mention. I hope he is going to be playing the way that he should. I don't want to see a bad performance in him. And the same can go for Aspie, but defensively, I know we can rely on Aspie. Emerson, for me, I hope he puts in a very good performance where he's bombing forward defensively, he's getting back in time, he's contributing defensively, he's getting stuck in, he's not making any mistakes, and he's not misplacing any passes. Hopefully, that is going to be the case. Our midfield three, it has to be N'Golo Kante in that DM role, and I pray that he is sweeping and not allowing anything past him, you know, because if that's the case, I don't think Arsenal are going to score. Our two midfielders in front, this is where it gets a little bit tasty because I would have to base this on form. We can't risk playing players that are just not going to be up to it or that are just, you know, in a bad space mentally. So I would go with Mateo Kovacic on the right-hand side of N'Golo Kante. He deserves to start. He's been playing phenomenal. He needs to play. On the left-hand side of that, as I've said, we need to play a very high-pressing game tomorrow. Don't give Arsenal any room to breathe. I think Mason Mount is the man to go to for that one. And I pray he brings the energy and he's intercepting and he's causing panic to Arsenal's back line and their midfield. Their midfield's looking very, very dodgy at the moment. So this would be a great game for our midfield to take over the situation, boss them and run the show from the middle of the pitch. Now, our front three, this is where there's a little bit of dilemma and this is what I think is best. Now, Hudson-Odoi is fit, right? But I don't think we should be starting him. I think there should be a case for him maybe to come on later. But I'm worried that he would come up against someone like Tierney and maybe not have the best of games because Tierney can keep up. Now, I would play Timo Werner on the right-hand side of that front three. On the right-hand side of that front three. I think Werner has the pace to deal with Tierney. I think Werner has the experience and hopefully he just has a good game. You know, as long as he's linking up with others, he's not losing the ball and his first touch is good, which has been a little bit of a concern from Timo Werner lately, then we've got nothing to worry about. Hopefully, he contributes very, very well on that right-hand side and uses his pace because that is one advantage that he has. Now, I've put him on the right because on the left, no questions asked. There shouldn't be any switching. Pulisic needs to be on that left-hand side. Why? Because at right back, I believe Arsenal are going to be playing either Maitland-Niles or, I'm praying, Bellerin. Fingers crossed it's Bellerin, because I truly believe Pulisic will twist him inside out tomorrow if it's Bellerin. And that's why Pulisic for me needs to be on that left-hand side. I don't see Werner being effective on the left-hand side when he's coming up against a Maitland-Niles, for example, who has been playing fairly decent, I would say. If you're trying to pinpoint the good players at Arsenal at the moment, Maitland-Niles is probably one of them. So we need someone that's more technical and is going to get past. And I don't think that's Timo Werner. I think that's Pulisic. So Pulisic on the left-hand side to cause, if it's Maitland-Niles or Bellerin, absolute mayhem, absolute carnage, dribbling, twisting them up into a pretzel and leaving them on the touchline. That would be fantastic. Yeah, Pulisic on the left. And for that reason, up front, some of you are probably going to say Tammy Abraham, just based on the last performance. No. This is a game for the ex-Gooner to come in and terrorise his old club in their backyard, yeah, whilst they're down. As I've said, no respect. It would be perfect for Olivier Giroud to come onto this and score. If he does, oh my God, oh my goodness. Giroud for me is someone that I think is going to attract attention from Arsenal centre-backs, and that hopefully frees up Pulisic and Timo Werner. Hopefully. As well as that, Kovacic can drive through the middle. As I've said, we need to play a very high pressing game, you know, and as much as Tammy can run about and he has energy, I think Giroud is the man to link up with when we got men forward. If you've got Pulisic and Werner coming in, for example, or Kovacic driving through the middle, I just think Giroud is the better man to lay off, and I think that's going to help everyone else that's piling into the box and piling on the pressure. As well as that, Giroud can put a ball in the back of the net from nothing. You know, I think Arsenal are going to try and sit back a little bit, even though they have to come out and play. But I do think they're too cautious. They're in a mental space at the moment where they're in a panic. So I think they're going to try and defend and contain and try and get some confidence that way. If there's one man that can create something from nothing, it's Olivier Giroud. And for me, that's why he needs to start, especially against his old club. So Olivier Giroud up front for me. And that is what I think Frank Lampard should go with. Now, if you're asking me for a score prediction, as I've said, I'm going to be completely real with you guys. Arsenal fans, let me be honest. Chelsea fans are worried, you know. We're confident, as I said, but we're worried at the same time. We're confident that we have everything in our locker to come to the Emirates and get a result against an Arsenal team that are in complete disarray. Yeah, that's for sure. But we know how this fixture can turn on its head, and we're very wary of that. So we got to play our cards right, and I think we will. Hopefully we will, and hopefully we get 3 points, and it does mean we will have to send you guys into 16th, so we apologise in advance, but during the game, no sympathy whatsoever. I'm going to go with a Arsenal 0, Chelsea 2. Nothing too drastic, nothing of a smashing, nothing of a demolition. No, I don't think we're going to do what Man City did and win 4-1 like they did in the Carabao Cup, but I just don't think Arsenal are there in terms of confidence, in terms of mental capacity to come onto the pitch and do something big. I just don't think that's the case. And I think Chelsea will be up for the game, and I think we will be piling the pressure on and causing a lot of panic. Hopefully. Let me put this into context. If, right, and this is a big if, but if Chelsea do not win tomorrow, for me, I'm sorry, that's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. There is no excuse why we cannot go to the Emirates tomorrow and beat an Arsenal team that are on their last legs. They're on their last legs. We've been 15th. We know what it's like. The moment one thing goes wrong, everything collapses. That is Arsenal right now. So I'm sure of that, and I'm confident. There is no excuse why Chelsea cannot go to the Emirates tomorrow, score an early goal, and just control the game for 90 minutes. We have everything to get that job done. If we don't get it done, it's going to be embarrassing. I'm just saying that it's going to be a bit embarrassing. So that's my prediction. I do think a Chelsea win is in store, but as I've said, you never know. You never know. It's going to be a very tasty game. Now remember, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button to be notified once I've uploaded. I will be doing a second preview tomorrow. That will be live for you guys around midday, 1 PM or so. Keep your eyes peeled. When I go live, you will be notified with a certain Arsenal man. It's going to be a good one. I will be doing the watch along as well during the game, so make sure you're tuned into that one. And then the match review straight after the game as well. Come on, you Blues. Let's go to the Emirates and just finish them off. No respect. After the game, lots of respect. But during the game, no respect whatsoever. Do not give them any room to breathe. Simple as that. I'll see all of you tomorrow. It's going to be a tasty one. Have a good one. Look after yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your Christmas day. And if you're watching on Boxing Day, well, bring on the Arsenal and let's get 3 points. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one. Look after yourselves. Take care and peace.